Alright, live here in Roan Mountain, Tennessee, at last night's investigation location. This is an abandoned picnic area. Off of, I don't even know what route this is, but we're up here on Route 143. I believe it is. And this is where I brought the group last night, and we were investigating. And we had some very unusual things happen. We heard wood knocks, screams, howls, grunts, growling. The people that were with me got pretty freaked out. So I'm up here by myself. See, just me. Up here checking this out by myself to see if I can see anything. Find any prints or see if there's anything up here. So I'm gonna take a look around and see what I can find, if anything. I'm gonna walk up to the spot where Chris Wingard and I had something happen last night. See if I can experience anything. Okay, this is the clearing we were in last night, and this is where we had heard, we were doing wood knocks right in this area here, and in that valley down there, probably about 40 or 50 yards away, we got a reply right over there, a single knock. And then down there in that really thick stuff, we got another reply, another wood knock. Later in the evening, we were getting what sounded like owl sounds coming from over there. One was definitely an owl. And then we had something over in that area there that I don't know if it was an owl or not. It sounded like some kind of monkey making a chattering type sound, and it kept doing it repetitively over and over and over again. And we would do calls and knocks, and it just kept doing it all night. At one point, there was something being thrown in the trees towards us, because I spun around several times trying to see what it was, and I don't know if it was acorns coming down, because there are acorns on the ground, so that might account for what was coming down through the trees, but I honestly don't know at this point as to what was being thrown at us or coming down through the trees. It might have been acorns, it might have been something else. But Chris and I came down this trail here, and we got a lot of bugs. Ugh. We probably got as far as here, and something down there in the hollow started growling at us. And Chris was standing about 10 feet in front of me. If you can see that fallen log right there, that's where he was about standing. And I thought it was his stomach. And I asked him, was that your stomach? And he said no. About 30 seconds after that, we heard a second growl, much louder, deeper, and don't know what it was, but it spooked Chris pretty bad where he backed up this little trail to the clearing. And as I was backing up the hill backwards, walking up with my flashlight, I saw something. The only way I can really describe it is an orange, amber colored light move from what appeared to be this tree here very, very quickly across to this tree. And I was about 3/4 of the way up that hill. And it was probably about 3/4 of the way up that tree, so maybe 6.5, 7 feet up, and it very quickly moved across this opening. Could have been a bat, could have been a bird, I don't know, but I just saw the amber light move across the opening very quickly. Didn't hear anything, so I can't say what it was, but it was enough for me to yell out, "Eye shine." Chris came back down, we looked, and then something down in this hollow here began to bark at us. And it was just a solid grunt type bark. It continued for a while. And at the same time the owl noises were going on. There was an owl down there. And that monkey type chatter up there on the hill. And the barking, grunting noise down there. And we weren't sure what was going on. If it was a bear or whatever. We had a group of people with us, so I thought it'd be wise if it was a bear to send them back to the pavilion, the picnic pavilion, so I did. Sent them back. Chris and I stayed behind. Still calling out, making whooping noises, primate whooping noises. Then we started hearing loud screams coming from this hollow. We would do the whoops and it would reply. We got 4 or 5 screams back. After about 5 or 10 minutes, we went back and joined the group at the pavilion and confirmed they had heard the screams. We were at the pavilion for another 15, 20 minutes, talking. Something, and I don't know what it was, I did not hear it, but something spooked the group pretty badly by coming up to the end of the pavilion and tapping its hand on the railing of the pavilion very quickly, like a pat, 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 pat. And everyone in the group jumped. I was listening for the scream, so I did not hear the pattering sound, but everyone jumped and that was enough for them. They wanted to go. So I don't know exactly what was out here or what happened. I can't say it was a Bigfoot. It could have been just common wildlife, and we were so spooked and creeped out by ourselves that it made everything more enhanced and more creepy. It could have been a Bigfoot. I really don't know. But we were hearing some pretty strange and spooky things last night here in the woods. And I'm going to shut the video off for now, and I'm going to look around and see if I can't find anything to kind of help corroborate what we were hearing. And if I do find anything, I'll turn the camera back on. But that's it for now.